Wait a minute. You were so oppressed that you ran away from home? Why aren't you not on benefits? Why? Where's your safe space?
You know where safe space was? Across the border.
Because I'm a fucking American and I work.
The potential for abuse instead of safe space. You have the two white kids in the event, the Racialized Students Collective getting kicked out. See, I don't find that acceptable. And as a VP Equity, you should be, totally outraged by that.
Not really, because if it's talking about places, not me, voices back there. Anyway, so if you are talking about issues that racialized students face, right? If I am talking in a classroom, there's going to be white people, black people, everybody around, and they can listen, right? If I want to talk specific issues that racialized students face, I do not think that white people need to be in that space.
White people need to be in that space because it's inclusive, otherwise you're segregating.
Yes, and race is an artificial construction.
Oh no,
once again.
There's a gay flag behind this girl. I'm so scared what she's going to say.
But it goes back to the idea, like, a lot of these colleges are now saying, like, if we're going to have an event, men do not speak first. Men do not speak at all in some cases. White people do not speak. White people do not speak at all in some cases.
It's slightly opposite of what they're trying to go for. They're trying to defeat the patriarchy, but they're making it a matriarchy.
Yes, and they're perpetuating the idea that the genders are different. This is an alien concept. This might be strange to some people, but I consider women and men as kind of like equal in the opportunities and the abilities and the mentalities that they can conceive.
I'm just going to point out that if someone's wearing a full mersuit and they have a strap
For
on,
furries.
whatever, it's the kink thing, and they're wearing a strap on of whatever dick available. I'm sorry, but if they're speaking in a low enough voice, I'll let them fuck me, even though I'm super gay bottom. What?
That could be rape.
Hey, I can't see titties, I can't see girls, so therefore hot.
I'm trying to figure out how that tied into this.
I don't know.
Person in a mersuit with a strap on will fuck me no matter the gender.
Yeah, where did that come from?
Hold on, I understand where it comes from tangentially.
We're all too drunk right now.
But that was a hell of a jump.
What was I talking about?
And then they said low voice up in the
Wait,
yeah!
Let me go back and just... Oh yeah, the idea that if you're male and you're straight, you don't have a fucking voice anymore because you're the majority and you have no insight.
I'm trying to educate the person that you think is
no,
to
it's not. It's not their job to educate you, as they would say.
What I'm trying to say is that if they have a penis, I'm all for it.
Okay.
Our society has its own safe space, which is kind of a common room in the Students' Union, where LGBT students, not necessarily just members, but any student who identifies as LGBT+, can go there if they feel like they need to.
What would happen if I walked in there as an LGBT and said, "You're all full of shit"?
Well, I was trying to. What is plus? What is? Wait, stop. What the fuck is plus? Oh, that's right. It's pansexual, trisexual, quadrisexual, supersexual, astrosexual.
That's a thing.
Universal sexual, quad sexual, and trisexual.
Let me just point in the field of science, we look at it this way.
Sexual.
When it comes to gender, male, female, intersex. Okay. When it comes to sexual orientation, gay, straight, bi. Asexual. Yes, asexual as well, because there's people who have no sexual attraction. That's everything. Now, why don't they just say LGBTQA? Oh wait, that's right, because most people in the asexual community don't face the fucking discrimination gay people face.
Right,
because they can pass.
Well, not just because they can pass, but because most of them still are in straight relationships.
Right.
Or just
anyways, this kind of, you know what, looking at this picture of cupcakes and cookies kind of reminds me of all the stories you've told me.
Yes! That's what I want to talk about. Okay, wait, stop filming. Go click it real quick. So, what we're talking about, like the cupcakes and cookies. So I was a part of a gay group when I first started college after I got back from the military. And it was Spectrum, I think it was called. I can't remember.
Doesn't matter.
But so they would talk about like what flavor ice cream they fucking wanted, and they never would talk about the serious issues. Now, when
like
I was
gay marriage before gay marriage was legal,
this was Don't Ask, Don't Tell times.
Yes.
So this was like I would talk about Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and they would literally tell me to shut up and get out because they didn't want to hear about that. They wanted to
drop
talk about
the subject.
Yeah, let's drop the subject because it's too controversial or it's
too emotional. It's too depressing.
Yeah, and they would always tell me that I have too much of an emotional investment in it, and I'm like, yeah, I have a fucking emotional investment of it
because it's a part of your being.
Yeah,
it's our fucking livelihood. You get one life in this fucking life. You get one life.
Shot.
Maybe,
one opportunity.
Yeah, maybe 60, 70 years, 80 years, or 90 years if you're lucky. 80 or 90 years. 80 or 90 years if you're lucky. Time is fucking running out. I'm fucking 30 right now. You know what? I got about maybe like 40 years before I start losing my mind and my functionality. You know, time is running out. I gotta make the fucking most of what I have right now. Right here, right fucking now. And like, you want me to talk about fucking cupcakes and cookies and not about my fucking rights?
And the thing about it too is they always say is like, well, it's hopeless to fight against it. Well, they always say it's hopeless. It says hopeless.
That's a cop out.
We just don't like it.
That's a cop out.
Yeah, and it's just like, you know, you want to make it less hopeless and actually do something. And I would constantly say, well, there's this event going on in TC. There's this event going on here. Like, they're going to be protesting in Grand Rapids against this. And they would always say, well, we're not interested in that.
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you and your lazy pieces of shit.
Use a safe space just throughout the day. They might have a break from classes.
Cupcakes.
They ought to go and sort of hang out with other LGBT people, which is cool. Also, I mean, it's called a safe space. It's there for if people, unfortunately, you do experience homophobia and transphobia.
Every single one of those is a surprise rape face.
I'll take number one on the last.
Just pick up the cord like, hey.
Don't be shy. Drop your drawers. Show us what you got.
Do you speak African? Aren't you from the hood?
Wait. Who says that? Has everyone here ever asked a black person? Has anyone ever asked a black person from age 0 to now, do you speak African?
I've never heard that, and also like what fucking dialect of what country?
Do you speak,
of what tribe?
Yeah. Do you speak? Are you from the Zulu tribe? Are you from the?
I thought you were gonna say Zoo at first, and I was gonna be like, man, this is why Harambe died.
Do you speak African? Where? Where has that happened? In what time period? In what century?
Aren't you from the hood?
Wow. Can I have your hair?
Can I have your hair?
Why
no one wants your fucking hair. How
Unless
about that?
they're like a 45-year-old professor who just stopped giving a shit about their hairstyle.
Well, it's not only that. It's like, maybe they like their fucking hair. They like your fucking hair. Right. Why is that a fucking insult? Why
also,
is that...
I'm sorry, but your hair is really curly, and that's a standard thing.
Let's say it's the greatest thing ever. It's like, why is that a fucking event?
Right?
Why does that have to be an event?
As long as they don't want to actually chop that body part off of me, I'm cool with it.
Right. Like, is this a fucking 9/11 happening right now? Do you want my fucking hair?
Okay, keep going. Let's hear what they have to say.
Yep.
So your dad's the black one, right?
Oh, because he's half black. So is your dad the black one? What difference does it make? Doesn't make any difference.
Wait. Loving vs. Virginia, the woman was...
Doesn't matter. This conversation does not matter. Next one.
Why do you talk like a white girl?
Why do you talk?
Oh, so they are actually going about... They're doing cross-racism.
No, because... black people can't sound like white people.
When I went to school, I went to school in technically what you call the hood, and we would have students tell other students, "Why the hell are you talking so white?" Like to the students, they would.
Black people cannot be racist.
They would physically and verbally bully students in their school who actually were trying to exceed in their academia.
I got a great idea for that because one of my coworkers when I worked at the college, she and her sister would get made fun of all the time because they were trying to be too white, whatever the fuck that means, because they were like studying their academia and they were getting a driver's license and all that shit. They were being fucking white, even though in reality, it's fucking. You know how equal this is in my school. If you were being quote-unquote white, you were being like the fucking nerd. That was being white in my school. And black and fucking the inner cities, being quote unquote black was just being like the fucking white frat boys in my school. You were drinking at underage and having parties and not studying and cheating at exams. That was the fucking norm in my majority white high school.
In my high school, which was a majority black. Well, until I went to a different high school, but the high school I was really from before I went to the other high school. The majority of things like for people were what gang were you? Were you Bloods, Crips, etc.
Bloods and Crips only existed in the LA though.
Well, it's just like one of those fucking things.
Oh yeah, I know.
But it's just like it literally it was like what gang were you fucking from? And we literally had shootings and stabbings every fucking day.
Oh yeah, my friend who I worked with, she said that the new people in the Detroit high schools because they wouldn't duck down.
They wouldn't duck under the tables in the cafeteria when they heard pop 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 in the fucking hallway. Yeah. That's a sentiment.
But that was fun. That's what's funny though. Like to them, they considered being white was like being white was being like the nerdy kids when. Being black was being like the partiers and the fucking hustlers and shit. When it's like, in my fucking school, which was majority white, it was the fucking same shit. It didn't fucking matter. And it goes to the point where race doesn't fucking matter. Race doesn't even fucking exist.
What do you mean you can't play basketball?
Oh yeah, because I always expect black people to play basketball. We assume that he must be good at basketball. That's just the social norm in this fucking reality,
I don't
right?
think Alan and Anthony are good at any sports.
To be fair, from the Asian aspect, I got the...
baseball?
No, well, yeah, baseball, but I get... there's a lot that it's appropriate to pretty much any race.
Right.
Get out there. So for the Asian thing, it's one of those, you gotta be good at math, you never burn the rice, and you must have a tiny penis.
Three things I'm pretty sure are not true with you.
Huh?
3 things I'm pretty sure are not true with you.
That's correct. With that being said, yeah, I get the jokes all the goddamn
It's also funny.
You speak Spanish. You're not black. Why are you such an angry black woman? Can you even comb your hair?
Dance with me.
Dance with me.
Dance with me, because black people can dance and no white people can dance. Get it? Ha 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 ha! Ha! Black people can dance.
I know a lot of people who could not dance in my high school.
Anyways.
They thought they could dance, and then they tried to do the worm, and it ended up with the face plant onto the floor, and it was funny.
Because when I asked...
Everybody do the flop.
Yes!
If anyone asks someone who can dance and they happen to be black, fuck you, man. You're a racist son of a bitch.
What about dance with me because you're attractive and you're wearing a suit? And I'm
No!
Okay, go.
They really like that one. Oh, here's another skit. Another clever skit. Clever skit.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. So, I have a big break between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m.
Learn your fucking headroom. I can fit a fucking airplane above your heads.
So, what's new with you?
Well, they had to show that Student Senate was part of it.
What?
They had to have Student Senate in the shot.
You can still lower it down by
I have
like
a meeting
40.
every 5 minutes. I totally forgot.
Okay.
I'm gonna head out, but I'll see you all later.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Come again.
Really?
What just happened there,
That
guys?
was so forced.
What just happened here, guys?
Wait, that's an Indian meme, and she's not even Indian. She's...
Not gonna lie, for a second I didn't realize that her pants were pants, and I thought she was.
No, she's wearing. Oh my God, she's wearing UGG boots and yoga pants and a North Face jacket. She's a basic bitch.
You're one pumpkin spice latte from being a stereotype.
Oh
Yeah.
God. So wait a minute. Before we even get to like the explanation, because you know there's going to be an explanation of this. Before we even get into that, what the fuck was that? What? That wasn't even a fucking joke. There wasn't even a setup for that.
If she had said, "I gotta go, I'm late for my job at the 7-Eleven."
Yep. Oh, thank you. Come again.
Right.
Right? Because yeah.
Don't worry. There's a lot on the left. She's too fat to work, so she doesn't understand. She's never went to the HR training.
You know what? Like, if she on the left said, I got to work on my
battery's dying on the.
Okay, we're good. But if she said, like, I'm going to go to my 7-Eleven job, and the right person on the right said, thank you, come again, you might have something there at that point. Like, oh, yeah, a lot of foreign people work at the 7-Elevens and the liquor stores and stuff. And ha, ha, ha. Very funny. It's not a fucking event. It's not a fucking movement.
I like how it's the African American woman here doing that, though.
Oh, yeah, thank you, come again. But yeah.
Does this kind of break down the whole thing of the SJW movement where African Americans can't be racist then?
They can't be racist.
I'm just wondering if the white guy's going to talk. Sorry, the Jew.
All right, anyways, let's figure out what happened here, guys. What happened? What the fuck happened?
What the hell is with that man's lavalier?
Anyways, what happened here?
Holy shit, that motion tween.
So,
no, just pop
what just happened here? This was a microaggression.
That was not a microaggression.
That was
blatant racism.
This face was caused by a microaggression.
Oh my god, look at her forehead. She's got like a little emblem there because they couldn't fucking crop it right. Video.
So she's that alien race from SG1?
Yeah, yes.
So her brother is Teal'c. Excellent.
Yes.
Now we're going to break this down in 3 steps.
3 steps.
Step 1. What exactly is a microaggression? Well, according to Dr. Gerald Wing Su, microaggressions are the everyday
Microaggressions is what your fuck you're doing with your hands right now. What the fuck are you doing with your hands? You're like jacking off your pinky right there.
He's trying to signal to the camera that he's not in a safe space.
Whether intentional or unintentional.
He's spinning
rubbing his ring
he's
for
spinning,
good
he's
luck.
spinning his ring because he's nervous. And he's married, therefore that's a microaggression to those who choose not to marry. Or to us gay people when we couldn't get married. Oh.
Yeah.
That's his right hand.
And that's a hematite ring.
Oh, you're right. Never mind.
Well, whatever.
Whether intentional or unintentional, they communicate negative messages to people based on marginalized group membership. Now, step 2. What exactly made this a microaggression?
That was
The Simpsons. The Simpsons is all their fault.
There was no micro about that. That was as blatant as you could get.
And she even misraced her because she's at least
she's fucking Asian.
Yeah.
Oh, that's me.
These are the important issues.
Well, according to Anesia Sarkeesian, everything's racist, everything's homophobic, and you have to point it out.
Everything's sexist.
And everything's sexist, you have to point it out.
Yep.
Outside the level of consciousness. In this situation, the unconscious stereotyping was that of another culture's language. And step 3, what can we do to make it better? Just say goodbye.
Just say goodbye.
Or get her a job at 7-Eleven.
What does that even mean? Just say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Just say no to drugs.
Right? Yeah, but I can't exactly, inject microaggression into my veins. Like, oh god, this racism feels so good. Oh, black people really are problems with society.
Just say goodbye. Like, hey, I'm going off to Taiwan. Goodbye. Goodbye.
What's up, guys? Goodbye.
I'm going to Florida. Goodbye.
So does this mean then that...
Say it in Japanese for the negative connotation of Sanada?
Kambawa.
So
So, Rabia, just to get everybody on the same page here, can you explain what it is we're talking about when we talk about safe spaces?
For one group who is marginalized, who is oppressed, to ask for one room on campus just to organize, just to have that as kind of a safe space away from any sort of oppression or trigger, I don't think that would be too much to ask for.
We're teaching them to have a very thin skin. We should be teaching people to have a thick skin. I mean, it's a tough world out there. And to be productive members of society and to fight for a better world, we need to have a thick skin. And it's really regressive, I think, these policies are.
So I guess, do you think that's a fair assessment? Do you think what Dan's saying is a
He's
fair
just made the point that I keep making. You never see these SJWs beyond the age of, like, the college years, because once they reach that age, they realize how the world works, and they're full of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right. These people keep
they
emphasizing
their false sense of entitlement because they realize it doesn't work in the real world.
They keep emphasizing on this fucking college mentality. Like, there's a video of them yelling like, we're supposed to be making a home here. Like, no, you fucking idiot. It's a 4-year degree. The idea is that you're supposed to have a fucking job after college. It's not a fucking... It's not another world.
It's not Broville. It's not fucking Broville. It's not fucking. What was that? What was the name of the movie of the guy who was a veterinarian and he was like in school for 7 years? He got a whole bunch of kids drunk on a party bus.
It sounds like a Van Wilder movie.
Van Wilder, yes, that was what it was.
And he said, you want my punishment to be? Make me finish. He grew the fuck up.
Exactly.
Is there a way to combat that?
So again, a lot of people come from very different walks of life and experience very, very different things, right? You can't expect somebody to have a thick skin because that's how society works. Right? You can't expect that. There are people who emotionally can't, physically can't, they just can't do it. And to expect them because that's how society works, you should not be blaming that person for not being able to do that. Maybe it's another look on society.
So
you should be.
What the fuck are you talking about?
That person. Us gay people from fucking birth are trained to have thick fucking skin. We're a community forged in the fires of damnation from fucking religious retards and cops.
What is she talking about? Like, we shouldn't expect people to be able to take criticism?
Taking criticism.
I was bullied. I was fucking bullied from fucking 4th grade to 9th. That was 5 years. My only relief was hanging out with one of my best friends during summer. And that was it. And then I had an entire year of fucking bullshit up until my fucking 9th grade. It wasn't until 10th grade when I had some fucking relief. I can't even fucking put words to it.
Is there anything left in this bottle?
Right?
Defense mechanism?
Yeah.
There was a little bit
There's no
left.
way to cope?
Is there no way to cope with your fucking problems? At college level? At fucking 18? God damn.
Heroin's cheap, kids. Call me.
Right? That's what you're saying. They're too immature, is what you're saying.
You cannot equate that to immaturity, though.
Yes, I can. I fucking can equate that.
I won't say equated to immaturity. It is equated to being coddled.
Yes.
Yes, coddled. But that is immaturity, though.
It kind of goes hand in hand in the sense that it's like, okay,
it's a culture shock.
Yeah, you're oh no, you're being oppressed. Oh, let me hold you. You're my safe space right now.
If me and Kier had the same mindsets in IT, we wouldn't be in IT because you know what? The fucking gay joke gets dropped like every 15 fucking minutes. And you know what? They're actually kind of fucking funny. Like, they go like, that guy's got such a bubble butt, I wonder if it bounces when you fuck him. That kind of joke. That's fucking funny. At least it is to me.
That's a gay joke in itself.
It is a gay joke, but straight people make those jokes in IT all the fucking time.
But that's like are you gonna fucking make your day about that joke? Are you gonna fucking take that guy aside and be like, hey motherfucker, that was a microaggression. You really offended me by thinking it's funny that that guy's gay and having sex and shit. You think it's funny? You think gay sex is funny to you? Is gay sex funny to you?
It's usually not them that says that. It's usually me who says a joke like that because we'll have someone come in with a serious lisp. I'm like, man, that guy is such a bottom after he leaves. And everyone's like, thank you for saying what we were all thinking.
Like what happened at work, so in our internal IM system, we can set a portrait. I set my portrait of the picture of that rainbow candy that has sugar all over it, and I called it gay bacon. They're like, oh, that's offensive. And I'm like, you realize I'm gay?
Yeah, bacon.
As, I guess, the token straight guy of this group, let me say that for most of the conversations and jokes that are made when a bunch of dudes get together is you listen to a conversation, you're sitting here going, I don't know if this is a bunch of gay people talking or a bunch of straight people talking. There's more butt sex among straight guys at work than there is among the gay community, I'm pretty sure. I get fake raped like 8 times a day. I fake rape my coworkers like 8 times a day.
Like,
we make sucking up jokes all the time. Like, hey, dude, while you're down there, let's go and zip real quick. And they're like, yeah, buddy. He gets into it. They're like, oh wait, customers coming. Like, hey.
It's like it goes back to pick your fucking battles. Are you going to get offended at every fucking little fucking turn that you can, just to make your goddamn point?
I don't remember which YouTuber made this point, but he pointed out that the generation that's doing this is the generation that's sent to daycare. It feels like the reason why they are so obsessed about being oppressed, the reason why they have this fetish, is because they want attention. They didn't get it from their parents. They're in daycare.
I would not doubt that for a second. Real fucking homophobia is, when the FDA denies your HIV medication because they haven't tested it enough yet.
Or just even in a blood shortage like we had with the Pulse shooting. denying people for donating blood who are perfectly fucking healthy.
Yeah.
And
Real
because
fucking-
we happen to be fucking in a same-sex relationship, even though they changed the regulations, like someone like me, Andy, and Kier,
I get it though.
can't fucking donate blood.
Because you've had homosex within the past year.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
get
like,
it though.
Sorry, what sexually active, what person over the age of like 14, unfortunately, is going to abstain from sexual relations, especially when in a relationship for over a year?
Right. We live in a world now where the majority of gay people are accepted by families and loved ones.
Yeah.
In a sense, in
About
society,
30, about 30%.
in society, they're overall accepted. Maybe not specifically like family to gay son relations, but overall in society, they're kind of accepted. And now
At
it's
least
like
in Central Ohio.
yeah. Now it's like they're like pulling at strings, looking for every little thing that they can get at, where there's offense to be
If they wanna
had.
pull strings,
People,
they should pull the tampon out of their ass.
right? People who had accepting parents, who've had accepting parents that put them through college,
Well, we've
all of a
seen-
sudden are like trying to find reasons to be offended.
Well, and on top of that, they're also super sheltered. Like the real shit that's going on right now in the country against gay people, like still the police brutality against trans women of color
Yes.
and gay men, especially
And laws.
in the South,
And
especially in the Bible Belt.
Yeah,
like
and laws that are
completely,
passed.
yeah, they completely ignore that, and then they get actively aggressive with you when you try to educate them on their stupidity.
Like LGBT for Palestine. Okay, you go to Palestine and announce that you're gay or trans and see how long you last.
I'll be part of the cleanup crew to pick up the body pieces.
Right?
There's a world of difference between losing your job and losing your place where you live, and then the shit they're complaining about. Oh no, I've been
Exactly.
called something.
Exactly.
Right.
Right? Like, they're not going to get kicked out of college for being trans or being gay. That's never going to
Well,
fucking
unless
happen.
they go to a Christian college, which does happen. There's quite a few
Yeah, but
Christian
That's your
colleges.
problem at that
Yeah,
point.
At that point, it's not a public university.
It's a
private
Christian
funded
college.
Area can do whatever the fuck they want. If they
Christian
want-
college
they're not
degrees.
they're not technically private because the government still gives them funds.
It's true, but Christian college is kind of a useless
You
degree.
know how I feel. on that.
Exactly.
All churches should be taxed because they're a political force.
Exactly.
You can't tell people what safe space they do and do not need. That's on their own self to ask if they
Well,
need
you're
a
right.
safe
We've
space.
created
right?
a society where people need safe spaces, and you're absolutely right. And I think that we need to reverse these steps. So I think the first step is we should restructure these safe spaces so people still have an opportunity to speak about their issues. I think that's important. I think we should restructure these safe spaces into student groups so the potential for abuse is removed. The potential for abuse of segregation is removed. We can't be segregating students with public funds.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
Good point, because now we have a situation where a lot of fucking Black Lives Matter people are
Not
promoting the
exposed to
idea.
alternative viewpoints.
Yeah, are promoting the idea of segregation and police-less communities. Yes, communities where you have no fucking police to call upon. That sounds like a great fucking idea.
Tears for Harambe.
If you're in fucking 1960s civil rights movement, maybe that would have been a good idea, but not anymore. Not necessarily. No, not
A
fucking
gooder
gonna
idea. A
happen.
gooder idea.
Yeah, good idea.
A gooder idea.
It's gooder.
Gooder.
It's not that alcohol.
Like
That's
an English. We're not drinking shit already.
I can English for real well.
I don't remember what I was talking about anymore. 'Cause
Why
these
you
people
talk
fuck
about
you up.
English when there's an Asian in the room? Jesus fuck, guys.
Insensitive. I'm sorry.
Microaggressions.
Microaggressions.
Hey, I'm part
Goodbye.
here.
Free speech, as long as it doesn't like harm another individual, that's the way I feel it. And while it may not cause physical harm, like a lot of people, it does like hurt them emotionally.
What point is
Censorship.
free speech, the First Amendment, more valuable than not hurting someone's feelings?
And then, you know what's sad is that this is fucking Crowder. This is fucking Steven Crowder that we're fucking backing up right now. Fucking Steven Crowder, the fucking homophobic piece of shit that he is. And we're
Where do you
here.
think that line should be?
I guess it depends on the person, like what you personally believe. Like, if
No,
you're okay
that's
with,
not how
like,
the
not
First
using
Amendment
certain
works.
words, or if
Free
Bitch,
speech
we've
is
had
free
to be
speech,
told-
good and bad.
Yes.
As
Free
long as
speech
it
is
doesn't
free speech.
directly harm someone, like yelling fire in a crowded theater. This is something I was
Or calling
taught.
for the death of people.
Yeah, this
in
is something.
mass.
This is
You mean
something I
like
was
all of
taught
the
in
churches?
elementary
Yes.
school. Yeah, this is something I was.
They want to talk about like breaking the First Amendment. Just look at the fucking mega churches that call for the death of gay people. That's breaking the First Amendment there. And you know what? Us gay people have the fucking gall to say, yeah, let them fucking speak.
There's many kinds of microaggressions, but the most pervasive one is usually the one with contact, like with my hair. I've been on the tube once, and someone actually touched my hair while asking, "Can I touch your hair?"
No, you can't touch my hair. Yeah,
That's
you know what?
general-
I can give you
That's
this
general
one.
kindness.
Yeah, I can give you
If
this
someone
one.
touched my hair, I'd punch him in the face because they're creepy.
No, I can give you this
What?
one.
Why would he? I don't understand this. Where did where, I've seen this meme before.
Hey, I can attest to this because I do have a friend who I was like, I gotta touch. Oh my god, I gotta touch your hair because he was black and he had the fucking fro going on.
You did that to him?
Yeah, I did. I couldn't help myself. Like, oh my god, you got a fro. Like, how often do I
That's
encounter that?
admiration, not racism.
Like, because it's a perm that's a bitch to
But you
eat.
asked permission first.
I would never do that because they'd punch me the fuck out.
But you asked permission first.
I would not touch the hair out of respect. You don't ever touch another man's hair. You look at it and you go, nice.
No, I did, and he said yes, and
The
therefore
only-
it's okay.
the only
It's
thing I've
okay if
ever
he
asked-
says yes. 'cause
The only thing I've
consent.
ever asked
Because you don't
was
rape somebody's hair.
Western University makes sure all its students are included by providing signs like this around campus. Places labeled as safe spaces let everyone passing by know they are entering a place where everyone is accepted and welcomed for their age, ethnicity, sexuality, gender, and other factors. Pride Western coordinator Jesse Randall says the university is doing well so far with providing safe spaces.
We all have more to learn when it comes to safe spaces, but we're doing our absolute best and welcome people of all walks of life into that space.
We all have
And
more
I
to
can
learn.
talk like this all day long with my fingers up my nose. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the whole safe space ally thing. I appreciate that. But when you're using the inverted triangle and saying that it's a safe space and it's the fucking rainbow version of that, that's for gay people only, sweetheart. Not for straight, white, basic bitches who need to fucking complain about their ex-boyfriend.
You mean about the trigenderality? Trigender pyrofox?
Oh my god, I need more beer. I need more. No, fuck that. Just give me the bottle of Everclear. I'm gonna fucking chug that
Alright,
shit.
that's all I have for
If
tonight.
I didn't drink all
I don't
of it
have
already.
anything else lined up.
Oh. Okay, so we kind of took the show away from Tonto. Tonto, you take it away, man.
Next time, let's get some actual reaction videos, because went from, we're going to do reaction videos to, holy Jesus.
This was bad. This video was bad.
Hey, we got a great collection going on up here, so
Yeah,
we gotta
we do.
expand on that.
So what we can take away from this is SJW is constructed bullshit. Next time we're going to find things like, I don't know, a penguin getting its intestines ripped out of its asshole while it's still alive.
By a seal.
It takes this much booze to drop your IQ enough to actually be able to argue it because their arguments are so off the scale.
Right.
God, I think I'm offended by the people who are offended easily.